So these are all examples of minor shirk. People hanging stuff in the car, blue little, it's like a rock or stone or something like that people have, and they say that this will protect the car from an evil eye, so they hang them in the car, or they may put ayat al-kursi thinking this is means of protection, or they may wear some ayat from the Quran, on their undershirts and so on and so forth. Very common amongst the Muslims, very popular amongst the Muslims. But these are actually acts of minor shirk that the Prophet ﷺ warned against. And one may say, but how do I know that? I've never, no one has ever told me. Everybody back home does it. We say this is why we have to learn. If we take the time to learn Islam, to read the books of the people, the scholars, the people of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, the scholars of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, if we take the time to learn from the right sources, and before that, if we were to read the Quran with understanding, the problem is that sometimes we read the Quran in Arabic just to get the reward of reading it, but we don't read the meaning of that in a language which you understand, be it English or Urdu or Tagalog or whatever. We need to read the Quran not only in Arabic to get the reward, but also in a language which you understand, so we can understand the message of the Quran. Once we understand the message of the Quran, we will never fall into major or minor shirk, because the Quran clearly tells us that this is not the path to take. The same goes for the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the traditions which we learn from the Messenger of Allah ﷺ. He also explicitly warned against these things. But if we don't educate ourselves, we will never know. We will assume that whatever our forefathers were doing is correct, and therefore we will just do what our forefathers were doing. But that is not the conduct of someone who's seeking prosperity.